Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, Trigo, Sezzle, and Silk. Headline number 5, Wegmans, after halting Scan & Go last year, is now trialing smart carts. According to Winsight Grocery Business, 2 Wegmans food market stores are testing a clip-on device that turns a standard grocery shopping cart into a multifunctioning smart cart. The chain is piloting Shop-E, a frictionless checkout device from Tel Aviv, Israel-based startup Shopik, in supermarkets in Amherst, New York, and in the Rochester suburb of Pittsford. Here's how it works. So it's a device that clips directly onto the front of the cart. You pull it off the wall, you clip it onto the cart, and the clip-on touchscreen device employs a computer vision algorithm that identifies items placed in the cart in real time while also displaying a running total of their purchases, as well as product promotions and discounts on related products. Finally, the system also allows customers to pay for their groceries without having to stand in line to pay. Shoppers simply remove the device when they're done, and they put it on the back on the wall, and then roll the cart back out to the parking lot. Simple as that, Chad, right?
They will.
What do you think? Let's go to you on this one.
I guess my one word reaction to the headline in a way was relief, right?
Really?
Well,
How so?
it's been a little bit since Wegmans told us they were pulling the plug on Scan & Go. And I was of two minds on that initially when that happened. It was like, really? Like, you're bailing on kind of frictionless checkout? Like, Wegmans, beloved Wegmans, like saying isn't for us. Customers were ticked. Like, it didn't look good on them. But at the same time, it's not like Scan & Go is at the forefront of where the industry was. So I don't know. It's a relief to see they've had at least one thing cooking in the background to reassess how they want to go about this. Listen, the cart may not be the ultimate answer either.
Right.
I don't know. It's still a pilot. And I think that's where we need to check ourselves sometimes from, the sidelines. Like, a pilot is not a commitment to move forward.
Right.
It's not even a planned precursor to scaling 100% of the time. It's just very public. So I guess what gives me hope and relief is that Wegmans is trying different things. They're learning. I believe they're really looking at the data to make informed decisions about, the customer experience, the financial implications. They had quoted shrink and theft as the mechanism to get away from Scan & Go. How does that fix across the cashier labor equation? The operational considerations. I think it's a good sign that they're looking to do something. It's not going to be antiquated in 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
All right. Joanna, what are your thoughts?
I had a similar reaction to Chad in like the reaction to the shrink portion. They said, it was only 5 or 6 months ago, right? And they said, shrink is the leading cause. Mm-hmm. And we've learned a lot. I'm really curious what exactly they learned in this, relatively short horizon that informed this decision, and what measures they've taken either through improved technology or other elements in the store to counter that. Mm-hmm. I know you all talked about the food seller a few weeks ago, right? And some of the challenges, there was the scalability given their footprint. Wegmans is a totally different scale story. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's hopeful. It is a pilot, but I'm really curious how they're addressing the shrink issue that led them to shut down something 100%. And how that can, those learnings could be shared, or this pilot may not go anywhere beyond the couple locations.
Yeah, I know Chris agrees with you.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of going even stronger on this. Like, I think this is a silly move. Like, I think it's funny that they put PR behind this. For a couple of reasons. One, you still have all the same issues with Scan & Go that you're going to have with this card as well, at least from what my reading of it. Like, I don't think they've solved any of those. And then the other point, I come back to customer adoption again. Mm-hmm. The usage rate is going to be low. Customers understand Scan & Go far more than they understand how to use a smart card. Like, we've been scanning QR codes at restaurants for the past 3 years. But if people have trouble understanding how to insert their credit card and walk out with a bottle of water at an airport, as which we've seen firsthand, what makes Wegmans think that people are going to understand how to place items in a cart, have them read a camera, then just leave the store, put the device back on the shelf as they're leaving the store? There's so many issues with that from a customer adoption standpoint that I think the chances are slim that this works. So my prediction is, like we heard about with in the story last week that you mentioned, Joanna, with Food Seller that piloted Caper Cart. I think we're going to hear about this and we probably never hear about it again, quite honestly.
Yeah, I agree with everything that's been said 100%. The last thing I'm going to throw in here is the mom and me is maybe saying this. Where the hell are the kids supposed to go? Why can't we put this on the other end of the cart? Like it still function that way.
Because
like
it's not the media opportunity because you
know.
can't see it. And that's exactly why, but you're right.
Scream towards me. That's better for the kids anyway.
Exactly.
Like what are you going to do with the kids? I don't like it. I'm sorry.
I had the same question, Ann.
Yeah. Like where?
Yeah, no, 100%.
You can't, or your coffee or whatever. Anyway. Okay.